Good evening and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender show. I'm Mal Lee and this is Paul Runkin, as you know, co-presenter, and I don't know what Paul's laughing at here. I'm sure you're going to tell me all about it. What are you laughing at, Paul?
I'm laughing at you.
Come on, what are you laughing at me for?
Getting soaked again. It's great.
Oh, here we go. Look, everything I do, everything I do, whether it's training, whether it's running, whether it's football, I've been soaked the last week, I think, Paul, and that's all. You can't get over it, can you?
No, because you're going out at the wrong time, that's why.
Wrong time, I was at football today, I got caught. There was nothing, it was spitting a little bit, and I decided to stand against the fence, watch a game of football.
Why don't you just sit in the car?
Because the football was great. That's what it was.
You got wet then?
Well, I'll tell you the story about the football, but first of all, we'll go into, hang on, how did the inclusion, we'd done the show last night, what was the feedback like you got off that, Paul?
It wasn't too bad actually, got quite a few views. I don't know how many likes there was, like, but...
I know, this is what we're saying. Look, please, folks, it's YouTube. Subscribe, free, please. That's all it is. When it says subscribe on the bottom, it's not asking you for money because you don't have to give any details in. It's just bang, there you go, you subscribed, and it gives us another viewer, another listener.
I think it had more views on it, like, well, up to 3 hours, 3 hours after the show, so about half.
Hang on, what do you think you? Wasn't the two of us in the studio here? Comparing? He's comparing? Oh, well, no, I know anyway. Paul is getting a lot more views and Sophie, you're all getting a lot more views because you're probably all bored stiff. Yeah, that's what it is. But we've got loads of changes, I swear to you. And as I say, no doubt we'll have more presenters coming in soon.
Can't wait for Duncross to come in.
Yeah, Duncross.
Can't wait.
He's great, isn't he? I can't wait myself. Really excited about that.
7 foot, how's he going to fit?
7 foot, 9 foot.
Oh, 9 foot is he?
My God, dear me, the kids love him. He's brilliant. He's waiting to make a comeback. We can't wait. KCC and 99.8 Live FM. We're waiting for them to make a comeback as well and get in touch with us. If you're listening to the show on a Tuesday evening, it's between 7 and 8. We'll give you more feedback on that one, but please tune in. But in the meantime, you're on the Grassroots podcast show with DXTL from the Touchlines TV. Welcome. And also on the website.
That's correct.
Paul, we just talked about inclusion. You had a load of feedback. Brilliant. Keep it coming in. There'll be more stories coming up as we're going along because...
We're just waiting on a few things, that's all.
Well, the website's the main one, isn't it? We should be up and running on that, but we've got a lot more to add. And honestly, just tell our viewers, Paul, just how good it is, you know what I mean? It's gonna be exciting times with the website.
Let's put it this way, it's 10 times better than what it used to be.
Even more, I'd say. And we can't wait because you will be going on there, I'll guarantee you. Loads of information. We'll keep you updated when we meet people, when we talk to people. You'll be on there, you'll be getting involved with us. We can't wait. I'm excited. But going about Friday night football, Paul, that's what you wanted to ask, wasn't it? What the Friday night...
Did you get wet?
No.
Damn.
But I was frozen.
So that's all right then.
So Friday was great. I got there nice and mild and I thought, hey, what a night for football. Great, I can go and watch that, go and watch the referees in action. I think there was only about 7 games on Friday evening because, lo and behold, you know what strikes again. COVID strikes again, games cancelled, referees don't get the games, what more can we do? And we're worrying about a national lockdown again, aren't we, next week, Paul? We've been talking about that and you can see that's why Paul's dead miserable. He's thinking, what am I going to do now? Oh no. But the Friday night...
I was looking forward to going back to work.
Yeah, because you've just been furloughed and you get your call to come back in. Do you know what? This government better sort something out here because people want to get back to work, get it sorted. Do we need a national lockdown? We'd love your views on that, Mal, at don'ttextheline.com. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. I know that.
Speaking of Facebook, which Facebook page are you going to send it to?
Because I've got about 10, you keep going on.
Well, you've got one that you just set up.
Yeah, because we're looking into a media channel, but my...
information is going to all of it's going to the one site.
But the web designer told me off to me and said, cut
all down and just have one.
Just have one. I'm going to lose loads, so you'll all have to start adding me. I don't know how I'm going to do it because I get loads and loads of likes on that, I must admit, on that page, and I've got loads of bands.
You've only got a load of bands on it because you're putting silly captions up. I went out in the rain, I got soaked. Well, obviously you're going to get chilly. Silly.
No, I am actually getting soaked, and now Colin Bolton is sending me all kinds. There we go. What are you listening to?
I ain't know.
Nah, we're all right. He thinks we're locked in here. We're not. 24/7 us. What was it talking? Colin Fulton, sending me all kinds of information saying, I hope you get soaked. He doesn't have to do it anymore because I guarantee you, I am getting soaked.
You must know what time the weather's going to start when you go out.
Well, Friday night was unusual. It was Mizzy night, and hopefully I haven't heard of any reports of bad things happening, and you just have to go on social media, and I know it would have happened. It's stupidity. We were at the football, and it was great because I had to take a couple of photographs of this because it was great. The mist was coming down in certain places, and that's when I knew it was starting to get cold, but I didn't feel it then. So I started talking to one of the referees, and I was saying, "You've seen the mist there?" And he's going, "Yeah, it's great, isn't it? But I'm freezing." And that's when I noticed it started getting cold. So I went off and I started looking at a few more. I took a few photographs because you'll see them on the site soon. I just think they were amazing photos, and the mist come down and it lifted, and it was great to watch, and the football was great. And do you know what? I must admit, there's a certain referee in there that I really enjoyed watching. Absolutely unbelievable. No names, no nothing, no. But I just enjoyed watching this referee in action. And it's only a few games, but I enjoyed the football as well from the kids. And one of the referees come up to me and said, he forecast this team, we're going to batter this other team. He went, oh, what an easy game we've got here. So I made a point of watching this game. Never ever take a tip off a referee. The team that was going to get battered. Yeah, he told me, he said, oh, I know how strong this other team is. He was totally wrong. The other team won 2-0. Brilliant. I enjoyed the game, and I looked at him and I went, you don't do the horses, do you? By any chance, keep them to yourself, don't give me any tips what you went. He said, I'm shocked. He said, that team was outstanding. What a game. The other team, as I was watching it, I must admit, kids football, brilliant. Hit the bar, must have been about 5 times, hit the post about 4 times. So you can see he had a little point, but it didn't happen. And I was made up for the other team as well. And it was a real friendly game. Great football, great to watch, evening. But we're talking about Mizzy night here, Paul. We're talking about fireworks. I thought it was bonfire night. What about yourself, travelling around?
You've got to be careful. You don't. I mean, the windscreen, the windscreen, as you know, steaming up pretty handy. You know, it's got a habit of doing it, especially in this weather.
Windscreen wipers. What do you
the windscreen, not the wipers. Steamed up. My window steamed up.
Right, okay.
Because of the cold and everything when I got into
it's in your car. But it's all right. Maybe you have a reason.
But I had to go out, didn't I?
I love it. Well, anyway, Friday night football, grassroots was brilliant. Enjoyed it. Really, really fantastic to watch, and the kids, and everyone was all in a bubbly mood, good mood, talking away to everyone. I loved it.
Yeah,
Saturday.
Tonight's the night though, isn't it? No one knocking on the doors tonight.
Well, no, because, well, they might be, I don't know.
It's Halloween.
By the time we finish this show, I think they'll all be in bed then, won't we? You know what I mean? So, fingers crossed they have. I don't fancy opening the door after 10 o'clock, but I've got all the sweets ready, and as you keep saying, Mal, if they don't turn up, send them my way. But I can't, Paul, because you're in training now. Tell our viewers that you're training.
Well, I'll just pass them to my partner's grandkids, it's alright.
No training. Training, yeah. Not the sweets, he's got it, yeah. Sweets.
No, training, yeah. Training's going, well, it's going well for you at the moment. If you're out, what, twice a day?
It's going well for me.
Yeah. You haven't come up against any obstacles yet, have you? You've only had the rain.
But you know what, I put a post up there last night, Paul, you were laughing. Why is it that you go faster when you see people in front of you? And you go there as if to say, look at me going.
You go past and you go,
oh yeah, and you're looking going, have they gone yet? Is something slow down? But you'd be able to tell me this, Paul. I don't know what it is. I start off with a slow pace, right? I'm going on a slow pace. And I can't help myself, I go faster.
It's very awkward to actually judge yourself when you're running on your own. You don't know whether you're going slow, fast, medium or what. You honestly don't know. You think you're going slow, but you mightn't be. You think you're going fast, you mightn't be.
Well, I know I am.
Yeah,
Because
but no, yeah, but what I'm saying is, you're looking at, there's different types. You're running on a road or running on a pavement? What are you doing?
Pavement.
Right, okay.
Up and down, you know, the council have done them. Sorry, council, but
Yeah.
could you fix them, please? Because I'm like, up and
Yeah,
down.
so when you're running down, basically the impact of obviously your feet going down, yeah, so where you would get to halfway down your road, for example, you're going at a reasonable pace and then all of a sudden you're picking up. So as you're picking up, if you look closely, your road,
Flat, it's not downhill.
exactly that's what I'm saying, so when you come to the bottom of your road to go whichever way you're going to go, your incline changes then to wherever you're going on, flat or straight or wherever
It
you're going
is when you turn corners, doesn't it? Isn't that weird?
Yeah, because you're slowing down to turn.
But you're picking...
As you're coming down to the corner, you've got to have basically, you've got to have eyes at the back of your head, as they say, because you've got to know what you do, because you're turning a blind corner. You don't know what you're turning into, whether someone's coming down that corner or whatever. So if you're going at a reasonable pace, coming down, and you're doing a sharp right, and someone's there, you go, oh, sorry, it puts you off, it shakes you a bit, because it puts you off your stride pattern, what you've just actually had.
Everyone's keeping out the way of me though, Paul. Just stand on the step, let me go past.
I wonder why.
Yeah, because it's raining, all staying out the way. No, but...
No, they're all joking apart. I mean, it is hard. It's not easy. Marathon running's not easy. You've got to go out at stupid weather condition wise.
Early morning, night. Well, you wouldn't have to go out. I'm just doing this 2 weeks on night, twice a day, early morning and night time as well, cutting down.
Well, me doing the marathon with you, if for this event that we've hopefully got.
Which we're talking about tomorrow, special programme tomorrow on that one.
Yeah, well, I'll say, well, obviously not just myself, but the rest of the DXDL team will be helping you out along the way. But each individual is different, how they train. Now you're out now training. I personally, I won't come out and start upping my mileage until mid-December.
Well, we're going to finalise the date tomorrow, aren't we? We're finalising, so we'll let you all know. But as I say, there's a special show tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Paul's taken aback by it as well, aren't you, Paul? Because I've got to... I know what I want to put over, and I know how to put it over, and I know that we'll need support of you, the grassroots family, football family, and believe me, telling Paul, I'm getting inundated with people wanting to support us. We cannot argue. We're over the moon here. We are definitely over the moon as what's going on, and we can't. Well, to me, it's brilliant, the support that we're going to get. But as I say, we'll be able to talk about that tomorrow evening. Got a special show, and Paul's he's on edge today. He's looking out. You can hear someone. It'll be Tilly's, the cakes. They'll be opening their door.
Right.
They better be anyway, otherwise we're just being robbed. Anyway, this is what it's all about. But he's on edge and keeping his due, you know. Anyway, we were talking about the special announcement that we got tomorrow night. Supposed to be tonight, but we were just gathering up more information.
Yeah, it's better tomorrow when at the end of the week.
Yeah,
at the end of the month.
And I don't think the road's here tomorrow night, so it looks like you're going to have to put up with me.
Can't be here all the time now.
No, you can't be here all the time, but at the end of the day, we're looking forward to it, and it'll be a great show, so please tune in, 7 PM, DXTL TV from the Touchlines on YouTube. You can hear it on SoundCloud if you don't want to watch it, but we want more viewers. We want you to subscribe and get involved with us. Please just watch the shows, give your feedback, because I assure you...
And subscribe.
And subscribe free. It's free. We've got loads coming up. We've got tons and tons of information, even Paul, with the inclusion side of things, everything that we're talking about, we're looking forward to it. But Saturday football, out and about today.
Wasn't there a referee, someone who caught your eye, some young referee caught your eye, didn't he?
Do you know what? Absolutely brilliant. Today was the day that I give some news to one of our referees. Now, you watched the video, that young Finn, who he acted for us. He basically acted. He was brilliant. He done it for Don't Cross the Line. We can't thank Finn enough. And we've been in touch with Finn for, what, 1.5 years. Just over 16 years of age he is, and his refereeing has gone from good to brilliant, to be honest. And I've been watching it and being a mentor for the Liverpool County FA and talking about referees and referees who want to get involved with you. I want to help. It's simple as that. Young referees, the experienced referees always tell you, I don't need no help. Well, some young referees as well don't need no help. But at the end of the day, Finn has been brilliant with his dad, Brendan. We've been in touch with him. We've been watching him. and I put his name through to Liverpool FC Academy.
Right.
Now, Finn's been accepted on there and ecstatic. There was a photograph with him today. I was enjoying it, and he was over the moon. And you know what? What a team player. You know, you need commitment, you need dedication, and overall you need someone who can help you and push you to these.
So what age groups are you going to get then?
Well, there's different age groups in Liverpool Football Club. They do different days on a Sunday, and he's going to be referee lining first. That's how you start in the academy. So that's down to Liverpool. I've done my job, Paul. I've done it if it don't cross the line.
Yeah.
Now, what happens when he goes into that academy? Feather in my cap, over the moon. I feel good. I've helped a referee. I really, really do. Now I can take a back seat now. Let Liverpool, the academy, look after him. Let him learn from that on the line. You know yourself, you used to be a referee, Paul. You didn't have chances like that, did you? You'd
No.
love all that. You'd love, and you've said to me, I'd love someone who could have helped me. I wouldn't have gone down that road, packed in because of the verbal abuse and all that you got. You didn't have a mentor. These young referees have got mentors, and I think I'm doing a good job because I bring the...
Well, I done it at the time because I enjoyed doing it. Well, at the time I wasn't interested in going higher at the time or whatever. I was just doing it. You know,
No. But at least I'm talking to the parents, I'm talking to the kids, I'm talking to the committees, and I'm also talking to the referees. Now, being a mentor brings everyone together, and that's what Don't Cross the Line has done since 2003, bring people together. And it can only be good for the referees, for the learning curve, and if they're doing anything, well, I wouldn't say wrong, but if they're getting something that you need to pick them up on, you go on a pitch and you talk to them, you take it in. Finn has took everything in, on board. Everything I've said to him, he's gone like that. Great. Wow. Now he's at Liverpool FC Academy, and I can't wait because, like I say, I'll see him every Saturday. I'll go on there, do a little, how you doing, and I'll have a little chat to him, whatever, and I'll keep out the way then. And then Finn, his dad, but his dad couldn't thank me enough for all the work that I've done. And that to me makes me feel good that you've done something right, and that's all we want.
Oh, yeah.
You know, credibility where it's due, I suppose, and that's all we want to do is make someone happy. Doesn't mean to say that Finn will go all the way. That's entirely up to himself. That these kids go in, see what it's like, they can walk away. It's like football, Paul. Academy kids, they go in, they stay, but with Liverpool, with Everton and Man United, Southampton, whoever it may be, will they keep him? I don't know. Or would he like it, enjoy it? It's
only he can decide, can't he?
Only he or she can decide. And that's all we can do. We can't force anyone to do what we suggest, or we can only give them help. And that's all I want to do. Give these young referees help, and I think it works. So it was a packed day today. It was great until I got soaking wet, and it was like a river. It was just a monsoon, Paul. I decided to watch these games. Kids are playing in there as well, and referees were there. And I decided this time not to take shelter, to stand, because it was only spitting. Then it was getting heavier. It was getting heavier. And then I was caught in it. Like many others, we were absolutely, I could not, honestly. It was like just jumping out of a lake and walking around. That's the way I felt. But anyway.
Yeah, by the time we got to the car, the sun was cracking the flag really.
Well, I've got to run tonight as well. I don't know what weather it is. I don't know whether you checked it again, but I guarantee it's going to rain or snow when I'm out and about.
Well, to be honest, the glitters were out this morning.
Oh, go on. So I'm going to be sliding now. So I'm skating tomorrow or tonight. It's not.
No, I think the glitters were out just because I think they're expecting bad weather, aren't they?
Yeah, but I heard it's going to be around about the same as today. High winds, heavy rain. Got football on tomorrow as well.
You get a quicker time then, won't you, when you go for your run?
Who's going to pick me up? Yeah, that's what he's saying. Anyway, looking forward to it, but I'm keeping up to date with my runs. Touch wood, you know, I can go clear.
You don't want to overtrain though.
Well, I don't know when I'm overtraining. I feel good, but is that still I'm overtraining? I don't know.
You're going out every day. You're going out 7 days a week, aren't you? Twice.
Yeah, twice.
So you're doing 14 runs in a week. What's the furthest you're running?
Well, I don't know. I'm timing. I'm just timing and timing. I'm just keeping like a 10, 12 minutes each session. So I'm not.
So you're going so far, coming back, turning around.
Yeah, and I'm keeping up to date. So I'm going faster.
Say 10 minutes then.
See 12 minutes, Paul. Make me feel better.
12 minutes.
Thanks very much.
You're just doing over a mile and a half then.
So on the 2 runs or a mile and a half?
Depends on where you're going. When you go to the bottom of your road, how far you go when you get to the bottom of your road? You go left, right, straight over, which way you going? It's
left, it's right round the block, it's up and down, and you know, I'm going further each time. That's the difference.
In 12 minutes you're doing about a mile and a half. or just on a mile. Depends on which way you're going.
So there's like nearly 3 mile in
3 miles a day, so you're doing 25 miles, 27 miles. Between 20 and 27 miles a week, depending on what you're doing.
So is that good or bad? Too much? Well, I'll carry on doing it anyway because I'm doing it for 2
Oh
weeks.
yeah, but it's what you got to look at though, is you don't want to overtrain and you don't want to get yourself a silly little injury for the sake of it.
No, because it's a very, very important.
So I'm saying, so you might be better off, instead of going out 7 days, just go out 3 or 4.
Yeah, well, I've got it up and then I've got to do hills, I've got to do backward running.
Yeah, well, the best place to go
and
and do your hills.
Everton Valley.
Yeah.
That's where I did do the training when I done the home skate to Liverpool run, and you know what? Everton Valley, yeah, it is, and that is
a good training session. That.
Yeah, so there you go. So I'm doing that anyway. But fantastic, Paul. We're in again, and we've got tomorrow's football. Respect is all. That's the key. Please respect tomorrow, wherever you are. Referees, let them do the game. That's all it is. It's about fun and enjoyment. They want to develop, or some of them want to develop. It all depends how many, but they're there to keep us playing football.
Well, hopefully we're talking this game next week, aren't we? Not, we don't want a lockdown.
We don't want lockdown. I think everyone would nod their heads on that one.
It's all mental health problems, though, isn't it? That's what you're gonna. That's what these.
Well, that'll be another show that we're doing next week, won't it? Maybe we'll do that on KCC Live. But we'll let you know tomorrow what we're doing with KCC Live, 99.8 FM.
Yes.
There you go. Thank you very, very much for tuning in to the Grassroots Weekender show. We'll be back for our final day tomorrow evening at 7 with a special show. It's about what this run is all about. I'm looking forward to telling you all about it, and I'm sure we'll get a lot of support from you, the Grassroots family, and many others out there. Paul, thanks for taking part in the show.
No problem.
We'll see you again tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. So from myself, Mal Lee, and don't cross the line, Paul Rumpkin, the Rudd. We'll see you
Tomorrow.
what was that?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. That means 7 o'clock. You won't be here. I will. Good night, God bless. Take it easy.